Good day mga kabeard. This is Bearded Talk episode 2. So for those who have not watched my first video, you can go to my YouTube channel or dun sa page natin to watch Bearded Talk episode 1, which I actually talked about kung ano si Bearded Talk at ano yung bala ko dito. But this time, we are on a very interesting day and age, and I think this is really timely for me to post this as one of my very first um, self-help training, I would say, sa panahon natin ngayon. And without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Bearded Talk episode 2. And for this one, we'll be talking about this topic, which is I lost my job, now what to do. So it's very timely. Why? Because there's a lot of crazy things going on right now, and I'm hearing a lot of people losing their jobs at this point in time, and that is actually my inspiration for creating this content. These are tips that I would like to share to everyone on how to cope up with losing your job. I know it's going to be challenging, but hopefully you can get through all of these tips, and hopefully this would help you out moving forward. Now, when you lost your job, what you need to do is to get up. That's it. So the tips that I'm going to share with you, the acronym is actually get up. So get up actually stands for G is giving yourself time, E is evaluating your options, T is talk to your support group, U is upskill or learn a new skill, last but not the least is pray. So if you lost your job, there is only one thing for you to do, and that is to get up. That is my highly, or I would say strongly recommended way to cope up when you lose your job. I know it's going to be tough, I know it's going to be challenging, but especially for people who are the breadwinners of the family, whether we like it or not, we need to provide. So we have to get up. So these are tips that I can share with you if for some reason you actually lost your job, regardless if we are still in this day and age of coronavirus or in the future, if this is, I think this is going to be still a relevant material in the future. Now, let's discuss each and every one, the tips that I would like to share with you. First is give yourself time. Why? It's never easy to be on the receiving end. So when your boss, when your manager, your supervisor tells you that you will be losing your job, it's never easy to be on the receiving end. But also take it into consideration that it's also challenging for the people who's giving you that info or that fact. But we cannot deny the fact that it's never easy to be on the receiving end. Next is give yourself time rather to absorb it. Why? It would take time for you to process it, whether you like it or not. You would need time. You would need to pause, let it sink in. Now, whatever your initial reaction is normal. There are people who would say that they will be angry. There will be some people who will be confused. There will be people who might be confused. There's going to be a lot of initial reaction uh, that you might want to control. But I would just like to make it clear that your initial reaction, whatever it is normal, but learn to control it. By the end of the day, when you receive the news or when you receive the fact, you might want to give your previous employer a professional impression of yourself. But on this part, on this step for you to cope up in losing your job, my question to you is, and this is a rhetorical question, how long or how much time would you give yourself? Because ang hindi naman natin pwedeng gawin is give yourself time, tapos sobrang tagal naman, to the point that you will not move on. So, when you're giving yourself time, make sure that you give yourself enough time to rest, absorb, rethink, but not to the point that it will make you helpless, that it's already 2 months and you're not yet getting up, especially for those people who needs to provide for their family, for their loved ones. You still need to give time. But my question is for you, and this is the only person who can answer that is you. How long, how much time do you need? So that is the very first step. The next letter is E, and E is evaluate your options. So after you give yourself time, nakapag-isip ka na, what you would like to ask yourself now is what you can do. What are the things that you're good at? What are your talents? For you to land your next job, what would be their skills? And another thing is, where is my next career destination? So if you were given a chance to look for a different employer, then apply. Reassess if you want to shift your career. Reassess what skills do you have right now so that you can probably land your next employment. Or if it's not employment, probably a business. Probably this is a sign for you that employment needs to be on the shelf muna and you need to start your own business if you have the capability of doing so. So that is why after giving yourself time, evaluate your options, because you would have to make a decision eventually what path to take. But first, evaluate your options. Next is T. Talk to your support group. Remember that no man is an island, as they say. And this is the best time for you to connect with your support group. And when we talk about support group, this can be family, friends, mentors, coaches. That's why they're here. Because sharing to them what you are going through can really help. 'Di ba? Especially when you're feeling a very strong emotion. When you talk to somebody that you trust, that gives you support, it makes it a little bit easier. And another thing is this: get in touch with your mentors, with your coaches for advice. Kasi nga, you look up to them and they might have experienced this before, even before you. So you might actually be picking up a few tips from them as well that will be valuable for you so that you can cope up with what just happened. So look for mentors and coaches. What I did personally is I reached out to one of my previous managers just to say hi. So aside from the fact that you are reestablishing your connection with them, you're also getting tips and tricks from them, and that is free. And I'm telling you that when you reconnect to your mentors, to your support group, it is a valuable time that you'll be spending with them. So talk to your support group. Next is upskill or probably learn new skills. One of the best books that I've read in my career is The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. And one of the habits there is always sharpening your saw. It's never too late for you to become what you might have been. So always sharpen your saw, read, learn new skills. And there's a lot of online courses now and tutorials online. It's never too late for you to learn new skills. There's a lot of demands right now for virtual assistants. There's going to be a lot of demands now for IT technical support, SEO, um, content, graphic designers online. If you're really good at those and you want to enhance your skills, there's a lot of online courses available. Make use of that, and it's free. With a day and age right now, it's easy to connect to the internet. If you can watch this video, then you can also watch those videos that I'm telling you. And another thing is you might discover your new passion. So, baka mamaya magaling ka naman pa sa baking. Or you're really good at making stuff out of wood. That could land you a business. You'll never know. So that's why you might want to upskill or learn new skills because you'll never know. You might discover your new passion that would lead you to a business or your next employment. Last but certainly not the least is, pray. If all else fails, sabi nga, he won't. So it works every time. and also take this time to reflect and reconnect with your faith. So that is another tip that I can share to everyone, because in this day and age, we're still waiting for the cure or the vaccine. It will come. But as of this moment, hanggat wala pa, one of the things that we can also do is pray. So again, I just want to remind you the tips that I would like to share with you for this video. So if you just lost your job, get up. That's it. Get up. So if you like this content, you can go to my Facebook page, which is Bearded Talk. I also have a YouTube channel. Just look for Bearded Talk. Hit like and subscribe, guys. So if you still like this content, and if you want to send emails about anything, you want to consult something regarding your business, regarding an advice, a leadership challenge that you might have, coaching, root cause analysis, and whatnot, hit me up. So you can send me an email, beardedtalk20@gmail.com. So again, this is Bearded Talk. Thank you so much for listening. And again, if you lost your job, get up. Thank you.